কোনোবাই কমপ্লেইনও দিলে এতিয়া সেই পাৰ্টিকুলাৰ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি মোৰ ওপৰত কেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ একশ্যন নিদিলে?
That depends on কি হ'ব পাৰে বা I don't know কি inquiry কি হ'ব পাৰে বা কেনেকুৱা হ'ব পাৰে. But I think self-plagiarism যদি হয়, you might get away with lower punishment. So other plagiarism যদি হয়, I think there will be kind of you will be maybe suspended or something. If you want to self-plagiarism or like warning it because it's your own work, you might get away with it. But if it is other people's work and you are claiming it to be, especially if you, for example, if you use any other word like for example, মই যদি কওঁ কি durable disorder to শব্দটো মোৰ, আসলে মোৰ নহয়, এটা সঠিক নহয়, I can't say it is. Yeah. Okay.
So in disclaimer section, it is essential to put the in case of field work we have collected from the primary data for the respondent's name. Is it essential?
Would they enable disclaimer do the names have been changed to protect their anonymity? Would they be and would they enable that review paper for ahead that you don't put in the original names? Okay, for example, Maya Chaudhary from Bilasipara said this. That from fieldwork. Okay, so Maya Chaudhary, apnake etu jeta pothaye reviewer eneke kobo pare ki writing rather putting in their names. Apni kobo pare a lady aged 48 from Bilasipara east residing by the river. Their experience is 80. Okay. So I think many people want names to be there but changed. But some people, some journals also require that you don't put in names at all. So that way. According to publisher or depend or reviewer or depend. And I'm telling you because writing is a habit. Writing is a habit. If you sit down 20 minutes every day after dinner, you will realize by the end of the month, you will have nearly 1500 words, 2000 words to play around with. And it is a matter of habit. The more you sit down, the faster your brain works. যদি নপঢ়ে, the more dull your brain becomes. The brain is something which has to be utilized. The more you utilize, aru sharp hoi thake. So you make it a habit that I will sit in front of the computer for 20 minutes every day before sleeping for 20 minutes. By the end of the month, you will realize that apnar 2000 word eta ahibo regarding a topic. Okay, if you don't use it, এইখিনিও আনবা। So আপুনি যদি ভাবিছে কি এটা সিটিংতে মই 6000 words লিখিম, সেইটো কেতিয়াও নহয়। It is impossible to write 6000 words in 4, 5, 6 days sitting non-stop. But you have to make it a habit. আজি 2 লাইনে লিখো, কিন্তু মই 20 minutes আগত বলি। আজি 4 lines different. That writing a good abstract will tell you will take a minimum 150 words abstract book. It will take sometimes 7-8 days, maybe more. So make it a habit. You will see that you will make progress. Progress for both. Don't expect miracles, but by the end of the month, when you look at it, progress, it adds up. And then you realize that that certain things can be achieved. I don't know how you will find time. Both of us time nahi, forward, even we have work, but I always make it a point. Even now, 20 minutes at going. Actually clear? Now can we move forward? Let's focus. Publication, any problems in publication? Any tips come out below? Yes? Okay? So, you want a small break or should I go on? Go on. 5 minutes? Book review to even nahi. Book review never written like that. Book review is that when you write a book review, you first see the author's background and you see the related literature he has written on that thing. Author, his background, and what is the related literature he has written about it. Then you come down to the main article. Book review to kiman hobo? Maximum 1000 words enough. Okay, now we move to the next part. What is scopus? Now, as I said in my earlier starting, when I said कि मेरे पास वहाँ है, मेरे पास scopus है. The scopus is probably the most. What is the one thing people from teaching line learn when they join? कि scopus था. The moment you join the teaching profession, the first thing you are being taught, and by your colleagues, by your contemporaries, by the principal, is that scopus produce koi today. Now, what is this scopus thing? I have key bostu. Scopus is basically a database. It is a database. এইটো বস্তু মনত ৰাখিব কি all journals are not under scopus. All journals are not under scopus. So the best way of finding out which journal is there in the scopus is to start from the scopus website alone. Okay. Scopus has 25,000 journals, 7,000 publishers. All the main journals, Elsevier, Springer Nature, Taylor Francis, Wiley Blackwell, Sage, Bruntier, Emerald, Brill, Oxford University, Cambridge University, all of them have their journals tied up with scopus. So invariably যদি Sage or journal হয়, scopus of থাকিব. Taylor Francis or journal, scopus of থাকিব লাগে. But it does not mean it is guaranteed. Guaranteed নহয়, কিন্তু থাকে. There are some Taylor Francis journals which are not there in scopus. Okay. There are some Sage journals which are not there in scopus. কিন্তু সাধাৰণতে থাকে. Okay. So if you have a journal, if you plan to publish in Taylor Francis or Wiley, MIT Press, বা Cambridge Journal বা Oxford Journals, it will invariably হয়ে থাকে, 90% থাকি. So it is like a database. What does Scopus tell you? It tells us that, Scopus tells us about rankings of journals. Which journals are important? Scopus tells us about which article is cited most. Scopus tells us about which institution is doing well. So Scopus is like a giant NAC website. NAC is like a super assessment, correct? Scopus is like an assessment of journals. And moreover, it tells us about, it keeps a record about who is publishing what, who is producing what kind of literature. It's a very genuine kind of website. মাজতে এনেকুৱা হৈছিলে, especially around 4-5 years ago, lots of ফালতু journals came under Scopus. Around 4-5 years ago. And now if you realize, these journals are লাহে লাহে নাইকিয়া হৈ গ'ল. the SCOPUS has also realized that if we include these journals, our credibility will grow. So now all Phaltu journals have been removed and only the genuine ones are there. Okay. So মাজতে এনেকুৱা কিছুমান আছিলে জাৰ্নেল অফ মলিকুলাৰ মেডিচিন, ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল জাৰ্নেল অফ মলিকুলাৰ মেডিচিন এণ্ড বায়'কেমিষ্ট্ৰি। তাৰ ভিতৰত আৰ্টিকেল এটা লিখিছে ৰোল অফ উইমেন ইন গ্ৰাছৰুট মুভমেণ্ট ইন গোলাঘাট ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট। হাউ ডু জাৰ্নেলখনৰ নাম এনেকুৱা টেকনিকেল নেম, ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল জাৰ্নেল অফ বায়'টেকনলজি এণ্ড মলিকুলাৰ মেডিচিন নে কিবা এটা, তাত লিখিছে আৰ্টিকেলটোৰ নাম ৰোল অফ উইমেন ইন গোলাঘাট ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট ইন সব পঞ্চায়ত। So obviously it's a fake journal. So that's why I'm saying ki don't fall in play for a fake journal. Okay, SCOPUS be very careful. And SCOPUS has also realized that if we want to have credibility, we need to change, we need to become more stricter. Okay. Lately, if you realize that they have really cut down the number of journals. एकदम टाइट করে দিছে, মানে টাইটার। Now, if you look into this thing, sir, where am I taking? Break up, where am I taking? Yeah. Yeah. This. So we